Okay, everybody, here we go with the steak cooking video, the steak grilling video. Got my Brussels sprouts cut up, set to number 4. We do have two baked potatoes in the oven, sweet potatoes rather. And I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on these when they start cooking. And then when they're done grilling, I'm going to take a little bit of this cheese. Makes it really good. Over here we have our steak. Get ready to take this out of the marinade. Garlic, cloves, some onions, mushrooms for the grill. Turn on my grill. Going to put this on approximately 350, 325, 350 for that. Now, typically, I don't really need to spray the grill, but I'm going to do that anyway. Take a little bit of cooking spray. Now we're going to take our meat out of the marinade. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for just a minute, because I'm going to go ahead and put my spices on my meat. Okay, we have our steaks out of our marinade. Now, if I were to bake this, I would just not waste the marinade. I would actually just cook with the meat still in there. But since I'm grilling today, you have to remove the marinade. So, and I have the spices that I'm putting in. I got the brown sugar bourbon. I got salt and pepper. And I do have the Montreal steak, which I'm going to actually add a little bit more of this one than the other one. And I have that in this glass here, all mixed up with a little salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and put that on that. Alright, we have our finished product here. We have our finished meat. Actually, I did both sides. I'm going to lay it on the grill. I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit. And we have this cooking over here. Give that a little bit of a stir there. This is going to probably cook for maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to get them nice and grilled. And I'm going to go ahead and add salt and pepper to that once it starts cooking a little bit more. Turn it up a little bit more. Now technically I'm going to go ahead and close this. Whoops. Of course you can use the fan if you like. That just helps it to not get real hot. But I kind of want this to get hot, so I'm not going to use the fan for that. Of course, you're not going to want to flip these yet at all. These are going to cook for maybe about, it depends on your liking. I like my meat medium to well, so I'm going to, just check them every now and then to my liking. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip that. In probably maybe 6 or 7 minutes for that. I'm going to go ahead and put on my onion for grilling. There's really not a lot of room on this thing. They do sell these bigger. But this should do just fine, I guess. I'm going to grill those separately. And then I'm going to end up putting it on the steak when that gets finished. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn that to 350. My Brussels sprouts are already starting to get pretty well grilled here. So I'm going to kind of flip them around so I can add the salt and pepper and the garlic powder. And give them a little stir there. Turn it down a little bit, back to number 4. Make sure I turn every single one over, because that's where the spices are going to go, and the salt and the pepper. That one's nice and grilled. Some aren't totally grilled yet. I'm going to give them a few more minutes, like that. And I can go ahead and add our pepper to that. And some salt. And then our garlic. I'm going to add our garlic to that. And as soon as I think this is finished, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the cheese on this. It makes it really good. Just want to make sure I grill these pretty evenly. Turn some of these back over. These are almost ready. Let's check on our steak. We're about ready to flip our steaks. Okay, so we got our cheese on, and I'm just going to burn this a little bit. It's another maybe 2 or 3 minutes on low medium for that. Okay, so we have our flipped over meat and our goodies over here grilling. Actually, this is done for me, because I like mine medium to well. I'm actually going to take mine out of there. Here we have our delicious finished food.